Hey, see if you can hear sound. All right. Shalom, shalom. We are the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out. Prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First and foremost, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ma'ashur, Yahweh Shai, Ma'ashur, Ma'ashur. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. As you brothers know, it's a high holy day, blowing of the trumpets. So we're going to start with the Leviticus. Yeah, we're going to give them the reason why. Then we'll give them the scripture.
This Leviticus 23 and 23. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Shabbat, a memorial of blowing of trumpets and holy convocation.
Right, so hey, you're supposed to get the shofar, go out, and blow the trumpets. All right? Now, what do the trumpets represent today? All right? Us warning the people. If you know anything about a watchtower, all right, you had different sounds of the horns to warn the people. Okay?
Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh.
So technically it's supposed to be a big event. Alright? So like when we get to the kingdom of heaven, we're going to keep certain high holy days, man. Feast of Tabernacles, blowing of the trumpet. Alright? Things of that nature. Alright? Because this is part of what? Our culture, our heritage. Alright? It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Right. That's our job as a prophet. And in so many words, that's blowing the trumpet. Right now, what you see us doing, we're blowing the trumpet spiritually. All right? Warning our people of the incoming doom that's coming to this place. Alright?
It's Isaiah 58 and 1. It says, Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Right, spare not. We're not about to be, oh, that's the kid. Oh, she's a woman. We're not about to spare your feelings. We're going to give you the truth 100% raw. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, and show my people their transgressions.
Right. Who are the Israelites? All right. Why did you go through captivity? All right. Why? Because Israel went off. So let me show you your transgressions and let me show you how we can get back on the right track with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Oh, go ahead.
It says, in the house of Jacob their sins.
Right. It says, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So once again, we're using that spiritual aspect. All right. And we're blowing the trumpet. Right? How are you going to warn the people if you don't come out and preach? How are you going to warn the people if you're not blowing the trumpet? How are you going to warn the people if you don't know the prophecies? All right? The Lord called a lot of these false prophets dumb dogs that will lay down and not bark. All right? You're supposed to be sounding the alarm. Go ahead.
This is Joel 2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a perfect link up for the Isaiah 58 and 1. All right? Are we not blowing the trumpet in Zion? Are we not telling our people their transgressions? Are we not warning them? As a matter of fact, the scripture says, speak peacefully unto my people. All right? What's that peace? The scriptures. All right? The truth. Bringing out the comforter. Go ahead.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh
for it is nigh at hand.
Right. We're speaking, matter of fact, we can get into the day of the Lord. Somebody grab the Peters. All right, whatever precept you have, you can bring out too.
I have one just to back up what you said, because you said what? How can you go out and blow the trumpet? How can you warn the people if you don't go out and teach? This is the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 11. It says, for the scripture saith, whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed. For there is no difference between the Jew and the Greek, going into the Israelite foreigner. For the same Lord over all is rich unto all that call upon him. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. It says, how then shall they call on him?
Right, well, we're going to stop right there. Part of blowing the trumpet is bringing out the name. If we blow on the trumpet and warn people in the day of the Lord, what's the Lord's name? What's his son's name? That's the important part. Who do us, or who do we as Israelites, who do we supposed to fear? That person has a name. It's just like, what was that, Marvel? The motherfuckers, at the Hulk got his ass whooped. He came in, Thanos coming. He was shook up. Same thing now. He gave a name. He didn't say a big purple guy. No, he gave the fucking name.
Just like Paul Revere saying the red coat are coming, red coat.
Right.
You know, we're telling you Esau's coming, man. The Lord's telling Esau to whoop their ass, man. Put you to death, man. That's right. Destruction like no other's coming, man.
A little bit more here. Verse Romans 10:14, it says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in whom of him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? So there you go, man. We have to go out and proclaim the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We have to proclaim the reputation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What he's going to do, the things that are to come to pass, what he has done in the past, man. All of these things are what the prophets go out throughout the four corners of the earth. As you see it now through that unicorn, that's what we're doing, man.
Liz, to back you up in the NLT, Isaiah 42:9, everything I prophesied has come true. And now I will prophesy again. I will tell you the future before it happens. So the Lord has said his prophets, right? To what? To declare the end from the beginning, man. This is the same story since the beginning, man, that we're repeating here, right? So the Lord's coming back with great wrath. He's coming back with a sword, all right, to bring destruction to 2/3 of his own people first. That's why we're telling you to repent and be converted, right, before the evil day comes, man, before it's too late.
Right. It says, basically, prophesy while it's day, while the night is not come. Right? Nighttime is coming. That darkness is coming to this place, man. Okay? And we're warning you now. So you're not going to have an excuse in that day. Well, I didn't know that the Bible was real. Or I didn't know, yeah, that shit is facts. I didn't know the prophecies. I know. All right? At this day and age, with all the technology out here, there's no fucking reason why you should know of the Israelites or know if you are an Israelite or not, man. Go ahead.
This 1 Corinthians 14:8, or if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?
Right, saying God bless Jesus Christ, or any other name. That's an uncertain sound, man. Right? Edomites can make it, or the heathens can make it. That's an uncertain sound, right? Babylon the Great is not America. The MOTB is not the chip. That's an uncertain sound. Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, I was going to say too, you know those other names are uncertain sound too. Because all the people that call on these other names, they'll tell you, it don't matter what you call them.
Right.
It's all the same. But the ones who are steadfast in the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we don't deal with those other names, man.
Hey,
because this is certain.
Let's fuck with your bitch when she calling you somebody else's name. You get pissed off. That's a hell of a situation to be in. And that's the equivalent of what you guys are doing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What's that in, I believe it's the 3rd chapter of Jeremiah. It says that they have caused my people to forget my name,
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 27, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their father fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
No. You guys are worshiping another God. Alright? Like Paul said, you guys are preaching under Mashiach. Which it isn't another, but you're going by the wrong information, man. And a lot of you guys know the right information, you just choose to do the opposite. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, starting at verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And you know, that's what all of these different various government officials are saying right now. When DJT decided that he was going to start sending National Guard to some various cities, what did he say? We're bringing safety to these places. We're going to bring back peace to these places. But we all know that according to the scriptures, it's going to bring nothing but destruction, man. Continuing on in verse 4, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light and the children of day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation.
Right. Being fully prepared for the day that is coming. All right? Being fully baptized in the scriptures. All right? What else are we waiting for? All right? Matter of fact, the scriptures talking about them that love my appearing. That's what we're waiting for, man. So until that day, we're going to prep ourselves, man. Like you have doomsday preppers, and then you have preppers like us that's waiting for the day, the return of Yahweh Shai. All right, we're prepping ourselves spiritually, laying up those spiritual gifts. So when that time comes, wisdom, knowledge, be the stability for us, man.
Right, gathering up faith for a treasure, you know, because in that same scripture, that word treasure means for later use. So all the work that we're doing now, all the faith that we're building up now, hey, it's going to pay off later on, man, when everybody else is suffering. It says, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but we'll be merry and have abundance, because we chose the fear of the Lord, man.
It's just like Minecraft. We gathering all these different equipment and shit so we could have a stable house, man. Because when that flood comes, your foundation is not built on stone, and that cheap cornerstone being Yahweh Shai, the waters are going to take it away, right? All the affliction, your ass is going to crumble, man. That's why you fortify yourself now. Brother just read it. It went on to talk about the helmet, the breastplate, the armor, the sword. It talks about sodding your shoes, all right? It gives you the whole outfit, man. That's called preparing yourself. Just like if you're getting ready for a fucking party, all right, let me go get fitted for my tux. Or if we're about to go war, let me prove my armor. Let me make sure I can complete the task. Let me make sure my fucking sword is balanced. All right? So on and so forth. It's the same state of mind we must have in the truth. Go ahead.
There's 1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Right? So gird up the loins of your mind. Right? Be ready, prepare yourself for the coming of the day of the Lord. Right? That's what we're waiting on. That's what we're preparing ourselves for. Okay? It's 1 Peter 3 and verse 14. It says what?
And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not troubled of their terror, either be trouble. All right, so the elect is suffering now, or we're crying now so we can laugh later. All right, you niggas are laughing now so you can cry later, man. You can live it up now. The elect, we're gonna suffer now. We're gonna get our licks right now. All right, we're gonna get our stripes right now so we can be delivered in the end, so we can be protected and fed when the famine is out here, man. All right, and that's what it's all about. Making our bodies a living sacrifice for the Lord. Right,
For all you people that think the things we talk about is a fairy tale, just look at what Trump's doing to the whole world. The man is single-handedly getting ready or pushing towards everything we're reading about in the Bible. From 2nd Ezra 15 to 2nd Ezra 16, man. Right? Pretty much. All these people are getting pissed off right now because of freedom of speech, like they say. That shows you how much power the elites have. Not fucking Trump. Those are the people behind Trump, like, listen, that nigga said he's kind of off. Trump put that nigga from the FCC on their ass, got that nigga off the Trump. So that shows you who controls media, controls entertainment, so on and so forth. They're pushing this world to the wrong order. Either have to get down or die. That's what the whole MOTV is going to be about. That nigga Trump is in the UK. He has some of those around what's the word? I don't know if there was media. He was with some big shots that had a lot of fucking bread. Black Rock, so on and so forth. So I say all that to say this. If you really follow the money, you see who's pulling the strings, it's obvious that Babylon the Great is America, man. That MOTV, and how they're going to push it, and then how they're going to demonize you if you don't take it. Just like they took that nigga off the TV, they're going to start offering people, oh, you don't want the MOTV? Kill him. Oh, it's treason. So on and so forth. And that's exactly what the world is coming to, man. Yep.
I was going to say too, and going into what you're saying about how he's pushing everything towards what's written about in the scriptures. The scriptures talk about World War III. And now the masses are starting to see that we on the brink of it. Because I've been seeing a lot of people say they've been comparing Captain Kirk. They've been comparing him to Archduke Ferdinand. Which, if you know about that story, that was the one who, that murder is the one that led to World War I. And that's what people are now starting to compare him to because they're blaming it on the Jew spots. The masses are doing that. So now you're starting to see all of these different, it's the uproars of the people, the sedition of men that you talked about in 2nd Ezra chapter. The masses are starting to see it now.
But, I'm glad you said that. So at one point in time, remember all this shit was happening in France, Yellow Jacket protesters. It wasn't that many protests going on in America at the time. What the hell to say? They say soon that shit's coming up. And every other fucking day you see a large protest. So year after year, these protests, the uproars of the people are increasing. And soon it's just gonna pop off until it's a fucking civil war. That's literally what the sedition is gonna boil down to, man. Go ahead.
And the prophet sold you first.
Right.
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
It's explaining the company called Palantir. It says Palantir is a software company that provides.
Right, that's who he was walking around with. Big tech fucking headshots, man. Right? What's going to involve all this big tech AI shit? MOTV. What the fuck you think they preparing for, man?
Ain't no microchip.
What is Trump trying to do and invest in? Crypto.
And he was against it in his first term.
Right.
He was saying, why did he flip?
He recently posted a photo of himself with a gold coin of Bitcoin.
Nero, bro.
It's a statue of that nigga holding the gold.
Yeah.
Man.
Before he got in office, he was against crypto and digital currency. Now he's all for it.
Now he signed in that Genius Act. You know, and niggas, there was a nigga at the plantation, bro. This nigga was so excited about this Genius Act, like, man, hey, we get in now. In 15 years, we could be millionaires. All right, bro, cool. Thanks for the information. But at the same time, that's just what these people are thinking. But Trump to have been so staunchly against these, all of these digital currencies, for him to sign that into play shows you that it's something bigger at play, man.
the digital currency, that's just that's the catalyst that gave, oh, look, we can take this on MOTP now. And it all merges right together.
It's the age of technology, man. All right? And the Lord said that technology was going to increase in the end. Like some of the shit that we got is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Some shit is borderline magic, but it's really, and not like it's really left-handed wisdom from the Lord, man. All right? Go ahead.
Like these phones, these are modern day Urim and Thummim.
Right?
You know, we get answers from them. They give us the answers, man.
Right, you getting information to a device that's not plugged up to anything, bro. Back 2,000 years ago, that shit was a witch. It's a witch. Yeah. But we, you know, through a spiritual eye, we understand that technology because we had certain technology in the ancient days, man. But now it's on another level, man. Even when you get into frequencies and vibrations and all that shit, how if you turn to one frequency, you can have the water do different shapes and shit. Like, the science of the Lord is raw. It's just the Lord gave Esau the left-handed side, and He gave us the right-handed side. But we ain't in our full. Hey, we ain't got that new covenant yet, right? Because Solomon understood what all the elements, the patterns of animals, so on and so forth. Go ahead. We're coming back to that, man.
It says in Daniel, knowledge shall be increased. It says Palantir is a software company that provides platforms to help organizations integrate, manage, and analyze their data for decision making and AI integration.
Right. Why did he bring Elon Musk on? That nigga's a hell of a tech head. Now whether they beefing back and forth, that's just Esau Edom, they divided. All right. But he wanted to what? Integrate all of what? U.S. Government systems. Go ahead.
Ain't no microchip.
I have something for you to back that up too. Now this is going into the Internet of Bodies. This says the Internet of Bodies, Opportunities, Risks, and Governance is a 2020 publication by the RAND Corporation, written by Sasha Romansky, Ritika Shatuvidi, Bryce Downing, and others that examine the growing field of internet-connected devices that monitor the human body. The report details the potential benefits, such as advancements in healthcare and public health alongside significant risks.
Biometrics, man.
Yep, go ahead. Include potential risks, including privacy violations, discrimination, and threats to personal autonomy. It also analyzes the current state of governance for these devices and offers recommendations for improved regulations to balance the opportunities and risks of the Internet of Bodies. So that's what they're trying to get to now, man. You had the Internet of Things. Now they want to get to the IOB where you are part of the Internet. That's the MOTB.
Internet of Bodies.
Yep.
It's Revelations 13 and verse, I'll start at 12. It says that he exercises all the power of the first beast before him and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, so that whole system is back again. All right, one thing they used to say about Rome, the shadow of Rome is vast, which means what? Rome controlled the known world back then. All right, it's the same thing going on now, man.
To this day.
Yup, same thing that's fucking going on to this day. All right, they came back, all right? They came out of Britain. Right, which is like the scripture say, the mother should be offended. Okay? So this whole system that Esau Edom has set up is going down. Matter of fact, you brothers, before they take it off of Netflix, it's a movie called Kadar. It's with the nigga from 300. The nigga from 300, and then the nigga who played in played in Vikings. So over in the Middle East, you had a lot of the ISIS, you had a lot of the Arabian dragons fighting each other. One thing they said about America was the red dragon. That was the first time they said. So the world knows who and what this place is. And more importantly, the world knows that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the fucking devil, man. He controls all systems. Go ahead.
It says, and he doeth great wonders so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right, that's why motherfucking, what's his name said? I became destroyer of the world, man. That nigga was having a mental breakdown. Yeah. First 30 minutes, man. They call America the red dragon. Go ahead.
It said verse 1.
And when you watch it, it shows you how fucking Esau Edom dressed up like ISIS and shit, made the text, Muslim countries. This is called fucking war.
Just like it was
There you go.
I said niggas love talking about that in LA or whatever time period it was in the prison. They had their troops and the policemen on them really put the micro-realistic ass masks when they do the drive-bys and opposite colors and shit.
Boston Tea Party. Huh? Oh, what the fuck is the term?
And just like those emphasize they love their own country. When them girls landed on that parachute, them girls came into their own country and they blamed it on the others. Just like 911. Just like Pearl Harbor. To describe who our enemy is. All right, the devil is a liar.
Wasn't Project Paperclip. Yeah, with the scientists. With this, because it was like the Cuban Missile War. Northwoods. Yup, Operation Northwoods. It says they proposed false flag attacks to justify war with Cuba. Right? So the US government, Esau Edom, he's been doing this shit, man. Right? That's why we know about propaganda. That's why we know about false lies and things of that nature. Right? Esau controls the narrative so he can complete his task. Right? Go ahead.
It says, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life to the image of the beast, which is the new world order. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
So there you go, Warren, to what we said earlier, right? How they sit on top and control everything. If you're not down with their system, you're basically going to be cut off from the world, right? Because nowadays you can't say shit against the government. You can't say this. There's an attack of so-called freedom of speech, man. Hey, the same thing that happened in Rome. When you had the Israelites on the corner preaching, what happened? They got kicked out of Rome. Okay? Yeah, under Emperor Claudius. Right? So honestly, these are the same Edomites coming back.
To this day.
12 feathers came, the triumvirate. Hey, they came back.
Yeah.
All right? Shit, I believe that motherfucker. I believe Elon Musk is Crassus, man.
Damn.
Really, I mean, it only makes sense.
That's a good point.
Only fucking makes sense. Go ahead.
It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, Nate, what's that mark? That's dealing with all people. Now, the Lord don't deal with all people. Right? So, the only people this MOTB is really going to affect when it comes to salvation or not is really the Israelites. The Lord doesn't care about another nation taking the MOTB.
Right.
Right? Now, it's called the hour of temptation, but that temptation is really for the Israelites, man. Who's going to take it and who's not. Right? Because we're a servant of the Lord. Right? But you guys on a spiritual all, right, which is going to be a physical one too, you're saying no, we don't want the Lord as our God. We want Satan. All right? But don't be misconstrued. I'm not talking about spiritual demon Satan. I'm talking about this Edomite, man. This fucking
Because Satan, spiritual demon Satan ain't making no MOTB. Esau is. Go ahead.
It says, I have a word from Mark in Greek. The Greek word for rock. It says, of the mark stamped on the forehead or on the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Mashiach.
Right. Stamp. Which means this is a physical imprint. This is not Christianity. This is not an embargo. Right? This is not sin. This is not the white woman. It's something physical.
Right, a foreign object under your skin.
It says, the mark branded upon horses. And I'm going to go deeper. into
Right.
the
So
word.
like cattle. That's literally what you guys are doing. I'm a servant to Esau forever. Just like back in the day when we got earrings, signaling that, hey, this is my master, I love him, I'm gonna be with him forever. Spiritually, the spiritual mark is the elect. That's us being the servants of the Lord. Now on the left-hand side, you got this physical imprint that people are gonna say, hey, Esau's my master. I don't want nothing to do with the Lord.
It says corrupts. It says a pail or a steak and powder steak. Right, something incisively in you. You know, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast.
No, let me go to the store. Let me bring these two white women. Hey, can I get 2 loaves of bread?
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Pull up to the store.
Yeah, I committed adultery today.
I'm laden with a nigga.
Right.
I'm looking at bottle of water. I'm laden with a nigga.
Laden with a nigga.
All right,
Shit.
I've been
That
going
don't even
off
make
all day.
sense, man.
I've been going off all day because I just had a thought.
When you, it's like Occam's razor. You guys are complicating something that's very fucking simple. The MOTB cannot be talking about nothing else but a microchip. That's it. Look at all the technology we got today. It makes perfect sense. But what you false prophets do, you're just doing your job. You're causing confusion. That's it. You have something?
I was going to go into that word for Rodma, because when you go into the root word, it's graphic, right? And when they're building all these data centers, they're building all this information on this.
Everything's going to be stored.
All real.
In code. That's why you got. That's another big thing why AI is on the uprising, because coding and everything is kind of obsolete. AI can do that, but one thing that's going on in America, and one thing they're about to do there in Chicago is about to turn into a giant tech hub. Right? All the old dots on like the southeast side, a large tech company bought all that. They're getting ready to build. All right? What Trump got going on in that city in Texas? It's another large ass tech company being built. I wonder why.
They get it with this I think Elon Musk did built AI technology.
Yeah.
In the middle and in the hood and in the hood. They mad as hell because like I say, Memphis, every nigga that I knew in Memphis when I went to school in Tennessee, all of them niggas bragged about how good their drinking water was from the faucet. And it was because they was getting their water from these underground aqueducts. And what Elon Musk did was, instead of getting the water to cool the system from just regular systems, he started taking all the water from the aqueduct. So the niggas in Memphis is mad about that too. But woe to him that destroyed the earth. The Lord will destroy him that destroyed the earth, man.
Right, and that's another reason why. But that's another reason why you got all this shit going on in Africa. Africa has a lot of minerals, resources. A lot of those minerals they need for this tech. That's why China and Russia is over there. Right now, there's no, I ain't gonna say it's not it is an intelligence war, but it's more of a technical war, which deals with intelligence. So they're one and the same. But that's what the race is, right? That's what the race is. Go ahead.
It's Revelation 13 to 18. out the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And just to back that up, I want to grab this Galatians 6 and 17. It says, from henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushua. And I'm going to grab that word for mark in the Greek. It says, a stigma. It says, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body to ancient oriental usage. Slaves and soldiers bore the name of the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves this way with the token of their gods. So backing up what the elder said, you taking that MOTV, you flicking off the both sides of the
That's backing up what the elder said. Regardless, let's look at Exodus chapter 21 and starting at 1. It says, now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve. In the 7th, he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he should go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife should go out with him. If his master hath given him a wife, and she hath borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. It says, verse 5 again, if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Right? And when you look into it, I had did some research on the ChatGPT before about did they have a system such as this in ancient Rome, and how did they do it? And it said that they marked all of their servants, they marked all of their prisoners, just in case they ran away. They knew exactly what to take them back to.
Watch Spartacus.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
They knew exactly. He's from the House of Body Artists. He's from over. They knew because they literally branded them.
Yep.
All right.
Crazy, bro. All of them niggas was free mafia.
Matter of fact, that shit back on Netflix. Somebody just started that shit off.
I didn't watch it like 4 5 times.
Hell yeah.
They like
What's crazy is who they should have had played Spartacus after homie died. They should have had homies who played the Vikings. That shit would have been a perfect fit. They almost look alike. But go ahead. I think them niggas straight though. They was too smooth, bro.
They too good. They too
Crixus, all them niggas was too smooth, bro. Go ahead.
This Revelation 16 and 2. It says, and the first went and poured out his veil upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. Yeah, that's the whole point. Because once your body detects that this is a foreign object, it's a foreign foot, and now niggas try to uproot it, try to get it out. You know, and on top of that, when you turns up the radiation, that's going to affect your body, whether you believe it or not.
Right, and you know what proves that? The scripture. It goes into all flesh is not the same flesh. That's why you can't have mermaids. You can't have fish. No. It's either fish, it's either man, but the same thing with different metals. You can't truly combine them. Even when people get knee replacement surgery, they still be fucked up. Because it's not the natural biology of the Bible. Of the body.
I had a knee surgery, bro. I'm speaking this from experience. The other day, I woke up and I couldn't fucking move my leg. Off the simple fact that it was in the rain. Man, that fucking nails and whatever the fuck they got in my knee, bro. That shit fucking locked it up, bro. Private pain, bro. But that's the backup of the internet saying, bro. Like, that shit real. Once you got the surgery, it fixed the initial cause, but it's other side effects that you don't realize until you go through that shit. And that's just real.
No, don't get me wrong. There are certain metals that belong in the fucking Bible, but the shit we talking about is Esau basically making you biotic.
And not
Right.
food grade metals.
Right, not food grade metals.
Got that Ezekiel 9.
Go ahead.
Bring it out.
This Ezekiel 9:1. He cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth towards the north, and every man had a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side.
It's an angel. Go ahead.
And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the cherubim whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Right, it's so right, it's equal, right? So many words. Take names and kick ass. Right? All right, this person good. This nigga's meant for destruction. That's what's going on. Go ahead.
It says, Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Right. The Lord is only concerned about Jerusalem right now. Right? Go ahead.
It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
This mark is the raw, which means exempt. Exempt from what? Judgment. All right? Because this second death, this judgment, this destruction that's about to come upon this place is not meant for the elect. Go ahead.
It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
So this is still dealing with the city of Jerusalem. So now, this is outside of the tabernacle. All you other fucking Israelites, hey, you gonna get slaughtered, man. Whether you here in America, or whether you somewhere on the other side of the earth, if you ain't written in that book of life, remember, you still gonna have niggas that don't, which is crazy. Can you imagine seeing the chariot, seeing America be destroyed? Man, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. What time? That's just an illusion. That's right. But these are the same niggas that came out of Egypt.
Saw the chariot.
And saw the chariots.
And made a calf.
And said opposite. So this is why
Well,
the vast majority of Israel has to be slaughtered. And I ain't talking about the J-hats. I'm talking about Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right. These niggas say, you're anti. Right.
What that
I
nigga,
can cook whatever, bitch.
what that nigga try to
If
say?
you want.
That nigga say, I am from the 12 tribes of Jewish.
Right.
How can I be anti-me? That nigga Kanye was a dude, you know.
¡Qué hijo de la verga!
La
¡Le
verga.
robó mi bolsa!
La verga means dick. Yeah. I know. Go ahead.
That's Revelation 14. That was in my Bible.
Just to finish out the verse, Ezekiel 9:5.
I can't see it. I'm like, fucking yeah, brother.
Ezekiel 9:5, and to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly young and old.
Right, the Lord is not discriminating. He said young and old. And remember when that first flood happened, best believe there was newborns and toddlers and shit running around. Go ahead.
It says, and little children and women, but come not near any man upon his whom the mark, and begin in my sanctuary.
Well, that's even more. He said come out and say any man. This is really dealing with the elect man of Israel, man. Okay? And that's why we fight the way we fight. because we put it on as the elect. Anything else out of that is a failure to me. Go ahead.
It says, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Because what? The judgment is going to start with the
I
wrath.
got it. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
Okay.
So it's going to start with those that know that they're Israelites, man, that are actually scattering the flock and not gathering, you see? Israelites that are teaching that you call the Lord whatever you want, man. That's madness.
Man, hey, y'all yo play yoga shit. I hope the Lord turn you to a pool of fucking yoga. Not yoga per se, but I hope his ass milk you down and break you down to a liquefied form, man. For you to say some shit like that. Which means you guys don't fear the Lord, right? You guys don't big. You guys don't fear the Lord. That's what it boils down to. Matter of fact, when you get that, it's Ezekiel 7. Goes to the dumb dogs. You niggas are just walking around in purple. This is one thing I noticed about niggas. A lot of niggas just like hearing themselves talk and looking the part. Like, Nah, you niggas are some of the most wickedest niggas ever, man.
Oh, yeah.
You look good on the outside, but the inside is a dead man's bones. Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 56 and verse 10. It says his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot learn. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Hey, they're not giving out the warning. As the brother, the elder brother went into earlier, man. They all have this uncertain sound, man. They're not telling you the name of the Lord. They're not telling you what prophecies are coming to pass and what's going to come next. They're not telling you what to look for. Hey, they're not teaching you the proper conduct as becoming a follower of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. They really just teach you to be a nigger. Then the scriptures say they heap unto themselves disciples and then turn them into a tenfold a child of hell. Continuing on in verse 11, it says, yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They are look to their own way, every one for his gain from his word. And there you go, man. And many of these dudes, they doing it to become rich in this world, man. That's why it talks about, that's like the bastards who pluck off the skin. You know, they give you another covering that is not of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. They teach you JC. You know, they teach you all of these other false gods and false idols. They teach you to be a nigger at the end of the day in a Hebrew Israelite costume. That's why that nigga Alizé told you niggas just cosplaying being Israelite.
Like what bro, it says every man his own gang, so it's either money for women, for notoriety, they all want to be that man. To them, to their eyes, it comes out when they're outside. Okay?
Yeah, that's what they said about the person.
Right, so everyone to his own game, man. They looking to put something else other than Yahweh Shah. You supposed to know.
Yeah, we're going to read all of it 16 and then we're going to read 13 chapter. Yeah, the Lord's going to fuck you guys up.
This is Ezekiel 13 and 1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of Yahweh.
I'm going to do my own thing. Yeah, you prophesying out your own mouth. I just cosplay. Hey, nigga, I don't cosplay. We don't cosplay. We put this on because what? Scriptures tell us to. Right? Especially when we preach. But we know what. First of all, Daniel had a gold chain and Babylonian garments on, man. So it really don't even matter about this, man. It matters about this. Alright? Before a nigga who ran around with, oh, my house and this, oh, it's cotton. You're just a podcast Israelite.
Hey, and that nigga running around now. now he called himself taking shots at, I guess, various niggas. Nigga Brandon, whatever the nigga is, one of them groups. Yeah, he was talking about that nigga being a guy. He said, you can never be a priest. There's only one priest. That's me, nigga. It's one big G. This nigga's getting pegged, and this is how he still kind of act like, bro.
Wow.
Fucking nigga, bro.
Just yeah.
No doubt. But hey, he had, as the elder said, he had all of this. He wore his CCs everywhere.
That's that little bitch, Shrimpy. Okay.
Just want attention. It's,
Yeah. You're supposed to repent and do the work. But obviously the Lord is proving that these niggas are niggas.
Yeah. Ezekiel 13:3.
It's crazy.
It's the book of Ezekiel. It's the book of Ezekiel 13:3. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made the hedge for the house of Israel.
Y'all ain't doing this.
To stand,
Not in righteousness. You niggas just want to be seen on the camera. Or on a podcast. Or you want to look apart. This for us is day in and day out. We have our ups and downs. We fall sometimes, but we get back up. At the end of the day, we know that this is the truth. Alright? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 13:5. Ye have not gone into the gaps, neither made the hedge for the house of Israel, to stand in the battle of the day of Yahweh. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying, Yahweh saith, and Yahweh hath not sent them.
You know how many fucked up breakdowns you Pegalites done had with the scriptures? You niggas tweaking.
Not to worship Yahweh Shai is a crazy breakdown I've ever heard.
That's crazy. Don't worry. You're gonna have to worship us. And that's scriptural, nigga. Go ahead.
It says, and they have made others to hope that they would confirm the word.
Right. So you had other niggas believing in bullshit. For you, psychology. Oh, yeah, what I'm doing is right. He believing in it. Nah, nigga. The blind leadeth the blind. Go ahead.
It says, have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? For as ye say, Yahweh saith it, albeit I have not spoken.
Right, the Lord didn't speak that. Matter of fact, I remember back in the store. The nigga just wanted to be the man. Now the Lord is fucking opening it. I'm gonna say opening your ass up. Even the Lord is making you an open example.
It says, Ezekiel 13:8, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore behold, I am against you, saith the Lord Yahweh. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity, and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people.
You know what that means? You ain't written in the book of life. You ain't of the Israel of Yahweh. You niggas came into this thing for other reasons, man. Go ahead. Ain't got no respect, no decorum, no fucking etiquette. Alright? The Lord is gonna destroy you niggas, man. Go ahead.
Neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel, neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh.
You know why? You ain't gonna enter. Now, all the Israelites are gonna enter into the land of Israel. But here's the point. You ain't coming on that first round, nigga. Yep. That Isaiah, I forget what chapter, 60 something, it says they're gonna carry us upon their shoulders. That's the elect getting that out, man. Alright? Rest of you niggas, we're gonna get into Israel via sex. Alright? That's how you gonna make it on that side. Yep.
This, we was done with our bodies. This is what
Go ahead.
It's verse 10. Because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, the other daubed it with untempered mortar.
Untempered mortar, which means it ain't shit. The building is not going to hold up. It is obvious that y'all little building did not hold up. Oh yeah. The Lord broke that shit apart. But nobody thought about, damn, if it's not of the Lord, it should come to naught. That shit came to naught. Brother, them niggas went off to the late thing, it was too much confusion. The shit was about money. We called that shit from the get-go, man. Because you got a lousy ass $250,000. That is not shit, nigga.
That nigga took the time when he tricked his brother.
It's crazy.
During the Passover, right?
Well, now, bro.
That's why Micah says that we'll be able to discern who serves the Lord and who doesn't, man. It's clear as day for the elect, man. None of the wicked shall understand.
Go ahead. You going to chapter 13?
That was the
Straight to chapter 13. Oh, Ezekiel ain't done with this thing. This is a whole nother chapter about
Nah, this 13.
that is 13. Yeah, see? I ain't been in Rome in a long time. I thought we was reading chapter 8 the whole time. No, that was 13. But now, no, hold on. Go to 13.
Yeah, this 13. Go to 8.
Yeah, go to 8. Go to 8.
Start at the top.
Yeah. Roman numerals. So. Fuck me up. You good, huh? Go ahead with that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49.
Oh, I'm thinking about John, the 8th chapter. That whole chapter just cursed out all the false things, bro. That's what it is. Go ahead.
Isaiah 49 and verse 22. It says, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Right. You niggas ain't waiting for the Lord, so you ain't gonna get that glory. Matter of fact, the Howard Shai said something hard. Since thou hast denied me, I'm going to deny you in front of my Father and all the angels, man. Because that's what you niggas doing with false doctrines. You're denying the Lord. You to say, don't worship the Howard Shai. Crazy. He's above every other angel. What do you mean?
In the book of Hebrews, it literally says that the Father told all the angels to worship him. So why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't us? Are we angels in human form? So why wouldn't we worship the Howard Shai? But you know what? Sometimes there's a point of no return. But you're just a wicked nigga, bro. That's it. You, Nazariah, all them fucking niggas, you niggas are just niggas, man. And it's proof. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, and verse 1. It says, But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresy.
Right, not what you say, fuck on Shabbat. I had a dinner cup on me yesterday. That fucking ass was soft on. No, bro. How do you keep the Shabbat holy? You can't make yourself unholy. That's why, what was that? First Chronicles went into that. When Saul was looking for David, he said, he probably didn't come because he was unclean by a woman. What do you think talking? But these niggas use every other word as a fucking $1 million word. Listen to the whole goddamn breakdown.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13. It says, If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord Yahweh, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasures, nor speaking thine own words. So they, in the Apocrypha, doesn't he call it the pleasure that comes with sleep? And these niggas teach you, y'all, no, go ahead and do that, man. Back to that First Peter, Second Peter, Slakia, that's some of the damnable heresies, man.
All down.
preaching with a fucking hat on.
Don't worship Yahweh Shai. We gonna keep bringing it up, bro. That's fucking folly, Joe.
Right, they never repented for that.
No, they doubled down. They doubled down.
Only nigga that I thought, I don't think it's only nigga I thought would make it out of that shit, short black nigga.
Yeah, that nigga did a sit down with, okay.
Bro, I'm not sitting down with none of you fucking idiots, man. Cause I start posting to her. You have to pay me at this point, cause you ain't gonna listen. So if you gonna waste my time, pay me for the bullshit, man.
Yeah, that nigga did a whole sit. That nigga asked, okay, why didn't you give me a hug? I just wanted a hug. You wouldn't give me a hug.
Man, yeah, that
Okay,
nigga
so
sore.
that nigga said because, and the crazy part is, okay, I responded to him saying, well, we don't believe the same thing. Why would I do that? You're
So
not my brother.
why are you even sitting down with a nigga like that? If I'm gonna sit and talk to a nigga on the opposite side, I'm gonna ehoo his ass. Listen, message from the Lord. Shake it, yeah, fuck out of here, man. We ain't got time to fucking go back and forth with these guys. For what? For what? You can watch the video, and that's it. Because we at this point, we're just wasting time. Like you should say, whether they hear or prepare. You need to prepare. So, whatever.
Second Peter 2:1 again. It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. You know, starting with the apostles and elders, they're the ones who haven't deviated on the doctrine. Why? Because it comes from high. But niggas that really open their mouth and say, oh, GMS, them the worst niggas in the world. So then, boom. Hey, Apostle Paul said that the way that he worshiped, they called a cult. You can call us whatever the fuck you want to call us, man. But know that we serving the Lord in spirit and truth. Know that we are giving the breakdowns that Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Shai told and the apostles told. That's what's coming out over here, man. That's why it doesn't have to change, man. Hey, when you're lying, you run out of the scriptures real quick, and you just gotta make up some shit, bro.
Make up shit, man.
But we can truly give you the breakdown, and if you don't get it, we'll say, well, nigga, just walk away. We not gonna remix it, bro. It is what it is.
We're moving on.
Correct.
Continuing on in verse 3.
Exactly. Continuing on.
It says, and through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now for a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Hey, and that's what you constantly see, man. That's why every time niggas want to post up a video, what's the first thing they give you? An ad with their clothing brand. They got to show you their new music that
They drinking the energy drink that they promote.
and then they got the cash out. You know, then they got the marriage counseling over here.
You niggas made merchandise of the Lord. That's why Yahweh Shai did what he did. Yeah, you probably was a preach, nigga. That's why Yahweh Shai went in there and tore that bitch up, man. Y'all was making merchandise off the Lord. We ain't charging people for fucking shirts. Now, brothers may have their own businesses. Hey, brother, I'm making these, you out for him. We ain't fucking advertising that when we're doing the work of the Lord. At all. We got brothers that make smoothies and do all that. They may talk about it on video, what they do. They selling that shit off camera. They ain't promoting it on camera, man. Because right now, the only thing we're supposed to be promoting is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and the doctrine.
The water for the super chat.
Right.
Them niggas be bugged out, bro. The nigga, bro, these niggas were selling prayers, bro. You had to put a $5 request in for the prayer, and that nigga respond, I'm scoffing. But the nigga say, yeah, for the Hebrew names, that nigga say, if you pay it, I'm praying. That's how them niggas giving it up, bro.
These niggas
So y'all proving that y'all those priests from the past that did that shit, man.
Hey, when the information was brought up about the ancient Sakari, didn't Alazar say, hey, we them same
he says
niggas?
that. Bro, I've been looking for that video
I
for
can't
years,
find it,
man.
bro.
I've been looking for that video for years. That bears record who you are, man. Y'all the Sicarios. Y'all those stupid niggas that didn't listen to Yahweh Shai and decided to fight back against Rome, and y'all, and they starved you niggas, man. Just because you didn't listen to the Lord.
Niggas starved now, spiritually.
And them niggas ended up committing self-deletion.
Yeah.
All of them niggas, bro.
And yeah, they started being divided.
That's literally what happened. shit. That's heavy as hell.
And the
man.
nigga name was Alizar.
Yeah, the head. Yeah. That
Man, you
nigga name
can't
was
make
Alex.
this shit
Hey,
up.
Sakari means right?
Yeah,
That nigga was getting a dagger with his
Damn. I gotta quit with this right there. Well, went inside him.
I gotta quit with this Isaiah 55
Well, you know what fucked me up? Out of all of that shit, was the fact that you compared white people. Bro, that shit, that is men adultery. I ain't thought that girl, you a fucking demon, bro.
You know the funniest part about it to me? Yeah, but the nigga was her response to all this shit. She's saying when the nigga went and got another wife, and he ended up getting like an OnlyFans or porn about his new wife. And she was looking at him like, hey, you supposed to be like the chief priest, right? He was like, yeah, of course. She said, you know what chief priest can't take a daughter of orders. This nigga's response was, the scripture say that? What? And she had to get the nigga to break down about that. You know?
Yeah, the Lord said that.
That nigga got cut by the nigga too.
Man, so why are you wearing these? This supposed to remind you of the law. Like, you didn't remember that? And go ahead, the scripture say that. And this is the spirit. Which means, we talk about blowing the trumpet, but this is more than the trumpet. We letting you niggas know what's going to happen to you if you continue on this path. Like I said, for a lot of those niggas, their past is going to return, bro. It is, man. And all the niggas from Chicago that went on about their way, I just seen a couple of times. Oh, you ain't going to work. Don't congratulate me on this, that. For what? For what? There's no conversation to be had. Y'all talked all that shit. Then y'all said y'all don't believe in Yahweh Shai. Hey, bye. Fucking bye. Yeah, I tried. I failed. Miserable.
Yeah, it's funny, but one of them niggas that was with them, he ended up telling me like, bro, I thought about putting over that with y'all, but I can't understand it. Talking about the classes, the videos that we gotta do and all of that shit, bro, because they know it's real over there, bro. They know. They go where they can skate, man.
Go ahead. That's Isaiah 55 and 1. It says, "Lo, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters," which is the word. It says, "And he that have no money, come, ye buy and eat. Yeah, come buy wine and milk without money and without price."
How do you buy without money and price? Making your body a living sacrifice. That's the trade-off. That's the barter system. That's how you buy. With your time, with patience, which patience goes into suffering. But you niggas gonna take the pressure. And really, the burden really ain't that heavy. It's simple. Go ahead. Damn, well, let's say you slip and fall. That's exactly what y'all did. Y'all try to get back up. Y'all slipped and failed.
I fell and I can't get up.
Go ahead.
God, it says, "Wherefore ye spend money for that which is not bread."
Recess. You know what I'm talking about?
It says, "And your labor for that which satisfies not, hearken diligently unto me, and eat that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness."
What it say, why do you pay for that which is not bread? That's basically what's going on. But hey, through the spirit, we know who the true prophets are. We know what the true doctrine is. And we know him that's not the Lord. It's evident. Now whether y'all can't see it, it doesn't matter. The Lord opened our eyes, our spirit, to see it and to understand it. Because what it says, my sheep hear my voice.
Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even as sure mercy is daily. And that's the whole thing. And it says in Proverbs 8, all they that hate me love death. Okay? So whoever hearkens to the Lord, they love life. over.
Every time I hear Obama, obese. Hey, that shit was funny as hell. Go ahead.
There was some nigga called, I forgot his name, man, called Obama the Antichrist. Nigga, his video's the Antichrist, man.
They say that about every fucking new president.
Right.
Hey, what are y'all talking about?
They was doing the demonstration with that nigga Obama. See, his name is 666. They was on there with Obama for real. So
I was on that rate. 6 letters in each of his names. 666.
Sirach 32 and 14. Whoso feareth the Lord Yahweh will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. It said, he that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended thereat.
And all you niggas are offended. The Lord said, blessed is he who's not offended with me. And all you niggas are offended, which means you're cursed. Right? You are offended in the Lord. Niggas offended because they tell you don't wear hats. Offended because they tell you the MOT is the church. Offended because they tell you Shabbat goes off the moon. Basically, you're offended at the truth.
It says, Sirach 32 and 16, they that fear the Lord shall find judgment, and shall kindle justice as a light. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will.
That's right. So, we ain't got time for excuses. We're going to do the work of the Lord to the best of our ability. Like Judges 5 and 11 says, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts. We see all you fucking niggas on the other side, man. And with that, we pray this is edifying. We say all praises, honor, and glory be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to be all apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Above, above.
Ball.